Hi guys, welcome to a quick introduction to your 12-week online learning journey with the training room for the level 4 strength and conditioning. This is just a quick webinar to make you aware of the level 4 strength and conditioning learner achievement portfolio. So as you can see here, you will have received a learner achievement portfolio, and this primarily highlights everything that you are to be assessed on for the level 4 strength and conditioning. So as I work my way through this, I am going to go into more detail on each individual element, but this is just to quickly highlight where all these marks go and the criteria we're assessing you on. And if at any point you're thinking, oh God, I'm not too sure what I'm being assessed on, please have a look at this LAP because it has all the information in there for you. As we scroll down here, you'll see there will be a record of achievement, which actually highlights all the units that are required to be passed, to be competent and receive your certificate, and just a little bit of a breakdown of what those units are. So bi-weekly assessments, a little bit of a case study aspect that needs to be there, internal theory examination that needs to be there, and an actual practical assessment. So here I will do an individual webinar for each of these to go into a little bit more detail, but ultimately they are the stages of assessment for your level 4 strength and conditioning qualification. Just on the LAP, please make sure you pop your name in here, give us a signature there and the date that you have read that declaration. And as you scroll through, this should just act as a step-by-step indication of what you're to be assessed on. So as an example here, we will actually assess you over the 12 weeks of you completing bi-weekly theory assessments or theory worksheets. So as an example, I'll do this in a little bit more detail, but as an example, weeks 1 and 2, you are going to focus on your online platform on modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you've watched the PowerPoint of modules 1, which is role of the S&C coach, module 2, which is the needs analysis, etc. Once you've watched all those modules, you will complete the bi-weekly worksheet that goes alongside these. Upon completion of that worksheet, you will send it to your tutor. We will mark it, and then we will allocate you how many marks you achieved on that particular one. So as an example, well done, you achieved all marks. I can put your marks in there. Then you will repeat that process. So weeks 3 and 4, you will watch modules 5, 6, 7, and so on. You can see where we're going with that. Upon completion of all the bi-weekly assessments, we can get all your actual marks in there and give you some overall feedback and feel competent that you have fully understood all 17 of our modules. With the case study, there's a clear run through and a clear guide that one of my colleagues has put together, and I will do an individual webinar just highlighting the detail that needs to be in this case study. But at any point, if you're unsure of the steps to take or the information that needs to go in, use this LAP as a bit of a guide because it will take you through step by step of what is required from yourself. So you will go through a whole case study and keep an eye out for the webinar on this for your client, and then we as tutors and assessors will mark this, check you're competent and active, working with an individual athlete, planning and developing and implementing a plan and reviewing how they've got on. And all of that information will come into here. And then finally, we wouldn't be great coaches or providers if we didn't actually see you get onto the gym floor. So there is also a practical assessment day as well. Now, the practical assessment day will consist of practical coaching, and then towards the end of the day, there will be a theory examination as well, which is a multiple choice exam on all the things you've learned on your 12-week journey with the training room. So here, we watch you coach speed, agility, plyometric work, and then we will mark from this criteria here. We'll also watch you perform a high bar back squat to an assessor, and we will watch and observe from this criteria here. And then we will get you to teach one Olympic lift. So that would either be the clean and jerk, and we would use this criteria, or it would be the snatch, and we would use this criteria. So that's just a very, very quick run through of what the LAP is and why it's there. But please keep an eye out for more detailed webinars on the individual units you will be assessed on. I hope that's helped, and I hope it's brought a bit of awareness of what you're to be assessed on throughout this course. And I shall see you on future webinars and hopefully future courses. Many thanks.